doing olive picking simulator. Normally a gaming channel, so if you're just coming here and you're like, what do you do? I don't normally stream me in real life, but I thought it was interesting to show. So we have a farm, and on it is let me turn the camera. Uh, Many olive trees. So I've already done a bunch, and I'm working on these ones right now. So I don't know. These are not the good olives. These ones are very small. This was like a bad buy by Yahi's father. These are okay ones. So yeah, we're gonna work on this, and I'm gonna try to see chat. How do I see chat? I don't normally do it like on my phone. How do I see chat? I guess if anybody was in chat, it would probably help. Um, I can like do visual effects and stuff. Cool. All right. Well, let me put you guys and gals. Do I have like a barrel or something? I don't want to put you like super low on the ground because it's just weird. There's a barrel, kind of a random barrel that's rolled over here. It looks like from the neighboring farm. But you know what? This is my barrel now. I'm gonna use it. All right. Let me put y'all right here. I'll set you sort of straight. Oh, the sun's right there. God dang it. It's sunny here today in Portugal. There. There we go. That's better, eh? All right. So basically what I've done, I've cut the tops off about shoulder to top of the head. And I'm just going through with a rake, basically a handle, and I'm just scraping off all of the olives as I go along. So here, I don't know how good it's going to pick it up, but you just pick them up, and I have sheets on the ground that the olives fall on, and then we'll pull those sheets together when I'm all done. But my normal content is gaming. You can check out the channel if you're fresh here. So yeah, remember to like and subscribe and all that goodness that goes along with that. This is me, by the way, if y'all don't know who I am. I don't normally show my face. You can kind of see my face. But yeah. So yeah, I'm basically just scraping all these blueberries, not blueberries. They look like blueberries. So I keep calling these the blueberry olive trees. And gotta make sure to do the lower ones. Usually Yahi helps me, and she's shorter than I am. So she usually does the lower branches. I usually do the top branches. So yeah. I can't really see chat right now. I hope you guys are chit-chatting, saying hi and all that goodness. Being like, whoa, Dan. So yeah, we have like around 120-ish trees. I'm hoping to get like 12 done today. So I have a little bit of time to go and do some other things. It's a lot of work by yourself. Usually people do this in like little family groups, you know. The grandmas and grandpas get the lunch ready, and the adults do the big stuff, and then the kids go around to pick up the olives. So doing it solo is definitely a thing. It's not too bad with two people, but yeah. This is me. I've just been sitting here practicing my Portuguese while I work. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to talk to myself, I might as well talk to other people too, and put you guys on. That way, when people walk by, they don't just think I'm crazy talking to myself. You know what I mean? Not that anybody can, yeah, they can probably still hear me. Not too far from the road. I get people who like slow down and look at me because, you know, obviously I'm not Portuguese, but I'm on this old farm that, you know, wasn't really taken care of that well by the owner's daughters. So we ended up taking over, and we put in a whole new water system, and we've been watering all the trees all summer, keeping everything alive. We got some pears, or not pears, plums, out like while we were doing things. I don't know how to see chat. Can I plus things? No, it's a poll. What is this? Start a goal. Nah, no goals. Chat filter, top messages. What does that do? Top messages. So most messages. Nah. How do I see? No, don't want to do that. Can someone type in chat? Can I just see if it pops up on the screen? But I think if I press the exit button, it will stop streaming. Move you guys over here. There's not too much in the sun. I have to like watch where I'm stepping because there's freaking olives all over the ground. I guess I could show you that. Know how well it'll show. Ah, there we go. You guys can see some olives off, but you're like, I have like nowhere to walk. So, yeah. Put you there. Anybody else doing anything fun today? Are you guys just chilling, watching me? I'll be honest though, after a few trees, this doesn't become very fun. I got a lot of willpower to come here today. Using up most of it. I have a rip in my pants, and I keep getting freaking olives falling down my pants, and it's really annoying. Didn't feel like wearing my Sunday's best, if you know what I mean. This is the first tree that I've really gotten to today. I've already trimmed all the tops, as you saw. I think I showed you. So that was a bit of work, because it's kind of like when it's two people, you can cut the tops, throw them down in a pile. The other person scrapes the olives off the tops while you work. But like when I do it alone, I find it's easiest to cut them, scrape them, toss them. So it takes a little bit longer to do the whole process. Has anybody in chat ever done olives? We're doing making olive oil. We've already made 23.5 liters with the first load of olives that we brought. We have 10 buckets. We filled 8 of them and went, because we weren't really sure, because I've never been to the olive press, so I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into. But it wasn't too bad. Yeah, he didn't like it. So we're gonna try a different press next time. It's basically like combing a wild boar. It's just like combing really knotted hair. There's no real effort to it though. It's not hard to do. It's just tedious. Like I never leave here and I'm like, oh, I'm so sore, whatever. I'm not like tired. It's just like I'm bored. Especially sitting here just talking to myself. I was like kind of getting in my own head. I was like, wonder what I can do. And Yahi's off doing stuff. So I was like, I can't call her. I was like, yeah, I'll go live. That'll be fun. That'll keep me busy, I think. 6 people watching. Hello, hello. So, yeah, basically, let me show you. I just go through. Oh, the camera's all broke. Hold on, there we go. Go through, and I just scrape off all the olives. These are becoming pretty ripe. So they fall right off real easy. Yeah. You just clean them up. You see the one behind me loaded. So all the olives on the ground. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool. Bring it with me. I'm almost done with this one. I'm just trying not to step on all the olives. I keep tapping my screen because usually I can just double tap my screen and the camera turns around. So that's why I tap it and then I kind of forget about it. And then I'm like, okay, wait. And then you guys are just looking at the ground and not at me. But yeah, that's just kind of what I do when I'm on my own. I am not streaming. I'm either doing YouTube or I'm at the farm. And for the next probably 10 days, I'll be doing this. It's we got really bad thunderstorms that really hit my time frame. I was hoping to be done with this on Saturday, but I don't think I'm going to be. The rain really screwed up my schedule. I wasn't able to do anything last week. Then I lost all motivation. And yesterday I was just getting mentally prepared for school. And I was like, I don't feel like going here. Can't forget the ones in the middle. The ones in the middle are important. Those are the ones that are the juiciest. I actually was surprised. So olives, if you've never tried an olive, it's disgusting. Until you pickle it or turn it into olive oil, it is gross. It has really strong tannins, I guess is the flavor I would put it to. And so it will, it's like biting into not the sourest thing you've ever tried, but something very disgusting. I don't think there's too much. Is there too much sunlight there? Can I put you there? There's a bit of sunlight there. I think that's okay. All right, so the first tree's done. These are our buckets that we fill. They're 55 liters, and that's going over there because we're gonna start on the next tree. This first tree is just about done. A little bit left in the middle. It's basically me just being really picky about doing it. And basically, it's not me being picky. It's Yahi, because she's going to come here and see that I didn't do the middle on one tree. And she's going to be like, you didn't do the middle. And I'm going to be like, but I did all the other sides and everything else. And she's just going to be like, but you missed the middle on this one tree. So she's a bit of a stickler for not missing any olives. It doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be the bulk, because, you miss 10 olives, it's not a big deal. But if you start missing 100, after 10 trees, you're missing 100 olives, 100 olives goes a little ways. I did the math on the first load that we brought, and it was roughly 207,375 olives, and I based that off weight. And I felt pretty good. I was like, oh, I brought 250,000 olives. I scraped off, with Yahi's help, 250,000 olives. I was like, that's just crazy to think about. I'm always watching the van and stuff too. There's not always good people around. People take advantage when they see the opportunity. Little do they know they got Dan creeping and crawling in the trees, ready to frickin' hop out like a wild mongoose. All jacked up on frickin' piss poor ideas. What's everybody's favorite thing that you do, like on the farm or around while you're just hanging out? What's a hobby for you? I guess you could classify this as a hobby for me. I don't necessarily do this for money. I enjoy doing it most of the time. Not always. Some days I get tired too. But yeah. I'm noticing that these olives are becoming very ripe, and they're getting very difficult to walk around, because before you could kind of step on them and they give a little bit. Now you step on them and they just pop, which is good. It means it's more olive oil, but it's bad because I really have to pay attention where my big old feet go. But I try to leave ripples in the fabric so they kind of pool, and I have like little spots I can tippy toe. I wish I had like a better camera to show you guys what I was doing. The cell phone does not pick it up all that well. I guess then I'd have to record it with like a camera or a GoPro and then post it after, but I like being live. I think it's nice. There's I don't know if you guys can hear the chicken. There's a rooster next door that's just freaking going nuts. I guess he's a little confused. You know, they say that roosters are conspiracy theorists because they wake up and they scream at the sun, and only freaking psychopaths do that. So I think they're conspiracy theorists. I think they think something bad is going to happen. Tink, tink. Sorry, throwing olives at you. Tink, 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 tink. Wish I could see chat. I know there's a way. How the hell do I do it? Don't know how to do it. Nope, not that. I think if I exit, no, yeah, it will stop streaming. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do it. Eh, eh. Too many olives. Like, not all the trees are like as full as this one as well. Like, a lot of them, there's three different types of olives here. So we have like a Spanish eating olive, and then there's really good for olive oil olives, and then there's the little blueberry olives. And I think the blueberry ones are fine for olive oil. They're just useless for pretty much anything else. Because like, you don't want to eat them because they're really small, and you know, it's nothing to them but a pit. And like, you kind of have to be ready to sacrifice any of your clothes because they're gonna get covered, and especially when these olives are breaking while I'm doing it, so they get covered in olive oil. How do I like scroll up or sideways or something? Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guide your privacy. Yeah, I know. I don't care. My name is Dan. Hola. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Doesn't matter. You guys get the gist. So this is like what we would cut off the top. Nothing on it, so it goes on the pile. I'm just checking for like olives. You can see some of the birds have already gotten at them. I don't know why the birds would eat them, because they're gross. But I guess if you're a hungry bird, you eat what you need to. And my hands are like, at the end of the day, are like super dry from like there's like it feels like a powder. It's probably like some natural defense against something, but it's on the trees and it's natural. It's not like put there from us. And it dries your hands out. I guess I could just squish some olives in my hands, right? Just squish some olives in my hands, moisten them up a little. Yeah, you get like tops like these. Yeah, you can see all of them, all the olives. You don't want to throw that away. And it kind of sucks. So they're pretty tall. They're like, I don't know. Some of them are probably close to 4 meters tall. Like there's one over there I'm not looking forward to cutting because it's huge. I think it got missed 2 years ago, so it's had like, so you trim the olives every 2 years. And I can tell these olives haven't been touched in like probably 2 or 3. And that tree probably hasn't been cut in like 4 years, or it's like into some type of water pipe. So that wouldn't be good either, but it means it gets water more than the other trees. So it probably grows a little bit better. Yeah, we haven't redone the underground water lines. Those are still the old originals. That's the olive oil on me. It's weird because when you press it, it's like green, but when it's on your hands, it's like red. So I don't know what dark magic they use while pressing the olives. Witch's brew and whatever else. Speaking of Winter's brew, I've been thinking about Vintage Story today. And I want to get into the alchemy in the game. I need to, probably not a good time for it because it's almost winter in our playthrough right now. But you know, be kind of fun. Go make some brews. There's a thing you can make when you make liquor, and then you add 32 like herbal remedies, and you mix those in with the liquor, and it makes like a health tonic from it. So it's got healing properties, as the description shows. I really wish I could see chat. I don't like that I can't. Live stream's on. Live chat summary is on. Off, on. Message delayed, none. Okay. All right. Back to it again, folks. There we go. All right. I don't have anywhere to snap. Getting hot. But these leaves are like really pointy and sharp. Not enough to really hurt you. They're just annoying, like constantly scratching at you. Like, yeah, my hands are getting pretty beat up, but maybe just don't have super soft hands, eh? Don't play video games all day. Get out there and do something. Another olive down my pant leg. You guys see me? I don't know if you can see me. Yeah, kinda. Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta, kinda. I was showing my parents how we do the olives, and they thought it was interesting. So that's what kind of got me going. Like, maybe other people are interested in seeing me comb a tree's hair and get all the knots out of it. Okay, there's people over there, and they're like talking. I can hear them talking about me, like asking like what I'm doing. Like, what the hell is he talking about? Because it's weird being in the middle of the field in the countryside talking to my phone in English, so it kind of throws them off a little bit. Again, I'm still talking to myself, but at least I feel better because I can be like, no, I'm live streaming. At least that's my excuse to myself. Instead of sitting here and being like, io so Dan, io so americano. Noma. Oh, Dan. Yeah, that's what I was doing for like the last I don't know, hour or so. I normally just work quiet. That's how I've always been. I kind of think in my head. I have my motivational speeches to myself about doing stuff, as I think most people do. Maybe you do it subconsciously. I think it's good to tell yourself that you're doing a good job now and then, or that, if you don't do it, the job won't get done. I find that helps me carry on doing things, even if I potentially don't want to be doing them in the moment. Motivation with Dan. Don't forget the ones in the middle. Even if they are sort of a pain to get to. Move over just a little bit. Wait. Come in with me. Get over here. Ah. No, dude, the sun's right there. Dan, it's not good. It's not good at all. Here. You guys. Oh. Put you guys in a tree. There. Kinda, sorta. You guys get some sunlight. It's good for you, some vitamin D. Whew. Almost done. Almost done. Keep going. Keep doing it, Dan. You can do it. We believe in you. Right, chat? You believe in me? Am I doing a good job? You're like, I don't freaking know. I can't see shit. You're just pointing my face. Pointing at your face. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Put that. Bam. Olive. One at a time. Also, the press that we went to the first time was, they're very, no, I guess they used to be really picky with like how many leaves and stuff you brought in your buckets. Like, obviously, I wouldn't say bringing an entire freaking tree is necessarily a good thing, but it's really difficult to turn around camera to not get any leaves in it. I've noticed that very quickly, especially doing it, I guess, this scraping way. I mean, maybe if you were just beating the hell out of the trees with like sticks, you wouldn't get so many leaves. But like this, I sort of end up with leaves constantly in my, you know, bucket of olives. Get in here, get all these ones in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Got an angle. Get at them good now. Also, never really trimmed olive trees before. I have a basic understanding from like seeing, you know, the typical olive and like what they look like and stuff. So, hope I'm doing it right. My mentor, yeah, he's dad, says I'm doing good. He hasn't been here to see him, but he was showing a picture. I just heard a car pull up, and he said it looked good, so it's good enough for me. Getting thirsty, but I want to finish this tree before I reward myself. Bought a coconut bread, like kind of a cake. Yeah, it's kind of a cake. Olives. Ugh, goodness. I don't know why an olive branch would be a symbol of peace. Because, like, you get smacked with one of these things, dude. They're going to hurt. Like, my hands, they're not too bad. I can't really. There's nothing too much to them. But they can tell they're getting pretty scratched up. Again, I wish I could see chat. I just, maybe you guys aren't even talking. You're just too mesmerized by seeing me for like the first time if you've never seen me before. Putting a voice to the face. Oh, okay. I wonder, like, if one day, if I ever become like a big YouTube channel, if people will be like, what do you do in your day-to-day? And like I can show them this and people will actually like enjoy it. Is this enjoyable to watch? Seeing outside of the video game world? Like I was gonna say like Digimon or something. Anybody miss Digimon? I thought that was a pretty solid show. I mean, it wasn't a Pokemon or anything like that, but like Digimon, it was an interesting concept that I feel like they didn't capitalize correctly. The story was better than Pokemon's. That I think everybody can sort of agree on. Ash Ketchum is a freaking joke as a Pokemon trainer. But I guess that was their way of teaching us first generation Pokemon people what not to do. Like always teach your Pidgeotto aerial ace. Like, you know, it shouldn't even be a late coming thing. An attack that is fast and can never miss. Like, come on. Oy, oy, oy. Stepping on olives. Pre-pressed olives. I don't think they like that though. All right, missed a spot. You can see it from here. Missed a spot. Looks good. So you saw the olives before. There you go. There's the olive trees now. Once we've done little one, gotta clean up the brush. But yeah, there's 2 trees worth of olives on the ground. So we'll get those picked up in just a minute. I'm gonna go grab a drink though. I think it's probably like 75, blue skies, no wind, strong sun. So it's a bit of a day. Unlock the old van. Hey, there's Yai. Tart. This is the van. So we had it torn apart. We have a few buckets of olives already. These are not full. I'll fill these up. I got a couple extra kicking around here. I need a drink. I got some lemon iced tea. Give you that side profile while I drink. Yeah. Nice to see I can see chat. I wonder how much sugar in this. Not too much. More than I'd like. Might leave this side door open. Or maybe I'll open the top. It's getting a little hot in the van. I can lock the van and just leave the side open. Maybe I'll just leave it cracked. I don't want people coming by and stealing our olives. But I also don't want the olives to bake because they're right in the sun right now. All right, let's get our barrel. Start on the left side. So basically the way we have it set up, so you can kind of see what we're doing. You have the green cloths down. So we have one there. And as I'm going, I'm also trimming up these trees a little bit so I can walk in here a little easier. And then we put them against that tree, but we also put them against this one. So when I clean that tarp up, take that tarp, put it over there, then I can scrape these on the same. So we're just gonna do this one right now. I'm grabbing olives as I walk by, you know, just a few. All right, move these sticks a little bit. I was a little late. See, You gotta keep yourself motivated and keep your workspace sort of cleaned up. All right, give me my barrel. Come here, barrel. You're my new friend, barrel. Probably shouldn't stick my finger in this barrel because there's a little hole right here that I just saw. So I, put my finger in it to pick it up. But I don't know what's in this barrel. There could be some pretty nasty things. So it's gonna be a little hard to see what I'm doing. Hopefully you'll be able to kind of tell. But basically what I'm doing is I'm folding it in kind of like a burrito first. So all the olives kind of stay in the middle. At this point, there's no point in rushing like what you're doing. Trying to keep all the olives inside. I don't want to go too far with them because I want to keep my phone there. So, with all the diligent work I've done of scraping off the trees, I end up with that. So, give you a comparison. You guys don't really know how big my hands are, but I have medium hands. So you can kind of see. Okay, there we go. Not really sure what just happened. We've been reconnected, chat. So, yeah. Can kind of put you there. Yeah, that works. I'll go grab my bucket. Again, those are new to what we're doing. This is a 55-liter bucket or like a 25-gallon. Or, yeah, 20-gallon. And we're going to be putting all the olives in there. I'm going to put you up here. Basically, what I'm doing is just cleaning up the sticks and such. It's like this stuff. Take the olive off, toss it. Preferably not back on that one because you don't want to have to pick up the same exact stick again. But I'm just going through real quick, picking that stuff. And I might not even need to do this. I just think it's better because you don't get all that random junk in here. Also snails. There's snails, so you don't really want them in your olive oil unless you want some snaily olive oil. It takes a little bit of time. Again, this isn't hard work, it's just tedious. So yeah, get a handful of olives and put them in. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. They should quiet down just a little. What I'm doing is I'm looking as I go, looking for snails and any other little creepy crawlies that we don't necessarily want inside our olive oil. So yeah, it's supposed to be like 70% ripe, 30% not ripe. So like this one's not ripe. This is a hard green olive. And then you have this one that is super ripe and is very soft. Like kind of feels like a hard grape. Like if you took a grape and you put it in the refrigerator. Yeah, like this. You got little creepy crawlies in here. Get out of here. Yeah, go on that sheet. I got to stop throwing it to my left. I usually work on that side. I really like recording or streaming with this Z Flip. I have a Z Flip 3. I have a brand new one, a 7. I just haven't broken it out yet. I bought it when I was back in the US and or when I went on vacation into the US. This phones there are better, cheaper. And so I bought a new one, but I don't want to use it yet because I still have this one that works fine. Look at that one. That's a good olive right there. Some of the Spanish olive trees, the ones with the green olives, the big green olives, those ones are freaking cool. They just give perspective. They're like a difference. You know, these are all pretty small. I don't know if you guys can see. They're pretty small. You know, they're about the same size as my thumbnail. Nothing fancy. Ugh. Yeah. Problem with then going through here and cleaning them up with your hands is you get all the ones that you stepped on. And I take a bit of pride in the way I do things. So like not letting bugs and, you know, poor quality into any of the stuff that I do. I feel like it's nowadays with, you know, processed foods and stuff, you never really know what you're eating. So when I make jam and stuff, I always take really good care to make sure I'm only putting like the best food and stuff. I think Yahi's here. But yeah, Yahi was busy this morning, but he's gonna help me for the rest of the day. Hopefully get a good chunk of these trees done. Now I've gotten down to like the sticks and the snail shells and such. I go through with just one hand, grabbing handfuls at a time, so I can avoid getting like snails and creepy crawlies and whatever else. Hey Yahi, what you got? You got the fancy filter?
Yeah, my dad said if you put this, then the leaves, you see, there's still even an olive leaf in there.
Oh.
So you just like, and the leaves should fall through.
Oh, the leaves will fall through.
I know you don't have so many.
Yeah. Thanks, Yahi, but I'm almost done. I guess I don't have to be so. No, okay, we're skipping the handfuls, chat. We're moving on to. We're gonna test out this old thing. Let's see. Yeah, the leaves are still staying in it, but I guess there's no snails.
I don't know.
I got one.
Maybe if you shake it.
Shake it good, baby. All right, chat. Let's take an evaluation of what we got for what we've been on almost an hour, and so that's kind of what you can expect. I'll be doing for a little while, but all that work, and here we go. About a quarter of a bucket, and yeah. So that's gonna be me for right now. I'll talk to all you later. We'll be on Vintage Story tonight. Yeah, hey, don't look at that. I missed a spot. I already see it. I can always tell right there. So, yeah, we'll be back on with some Vintage Story later on tonight. You guys have a great one. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on the bell. Check out the link below for Discord if you want to game with me. That's where you're going to find me. And tips, tricks, always welcome there. Yeah, if you're feeling frisky and froggy and you enjoyed what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that join button. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.